Hi, thank you for joining me. Today's date is December 14th of 2018, and it's Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now that we've got that all taken care of, let's get right into this trade that I've been working on and that you've been following me with. And I'm going to start my screen share and pull up the trade, and there we go. It is NZDUSD, New Zealand dollar or United States dollar. Now this is a buy, and it's a 0.01 lot size, the least amount that you could possibly have. And the reason behind that is because I'm the type of trader that will stick around for quite some time. We're talking months. So a lot size that is minimal is better on your risk management ratio. That way you won't lose a lot and you won't have to worry about it. You can set it, find your entry price, find your stop loss, find your take profit, and let it ride. And I've got this balance. I started this balance, this specific trade on June 25th of 2018 at $280 in my balance. If you look down, you will actually be able to see the balance. Now, don't get me wrong. That balance isn't all winnings from this trade, because I've actually taken from other accounts that I have and placed it in here. So my margin level is at a comfortable, easy area that I don't have to worry about this trade at all. Keeping your margin level over 500% eliminates the possibility of your broker shutting down your account and taking the full amount that's in your balance. You keep your margin at 500% and they don't look at that. The minimal I feel comfortable with is 2,000%. And the max obviously is over 4,747%. That meaning I can ride this trade for as long as I want to until it switches and goes into profit, and then I adjust my stop loss. So my stop loss is above my entry price, making it a risk-free trade. Now keep in mind, when you're trading, no past profits guarantee future winnings. Okay? There is no guarantee that you will win like I have been. There isn't any. I cannot guarantee anything. However, if you follow the direction, follow the instruction, follow the experience and the knowledge of learning how to trade, then you have a better chance. Notice I said chance to get more wins than you do losses. And it's not a loss, it's a lesson. Because once you've lost something, you can go back and figure out why you lost it and adjust your habits, adjust qualifications for it. This trade is in at a buy, like I've stated, and I put it in at 0.69586. My stop loss is at 0.63586, which is, go down in the 4-hour time chart so you can see that it's actually 6,000 pips or $60. And it's a negative because my stop loss, that means that's the most I'm willing to lose on this trade. With a balance over $1,000, I'm not worried. $60 is nothing. But keep in mind that my take profit is also at 0.75586, which is 6,000 pips or $60 profit. Now I can adjust that any way I wish. I can get out of the trade once it goes into profit and get back in, or I can just let it ride until it hits my take profit. It's totally and completely up to me. At this time, the trade is actually a negative $15.92, and I'm not worried, because if you take a look in the 4-hour time chart, it's actually showing that it's about to head up right in here. So that's a possibility of it flipping back into profit and doing exactly what I said it was going to do. Now, the way I find out what is going to happen with a specific trade is sitting in the day time chart. And as you can see, this is a naked chart. There's no indicators, there's no trend lines, there's no marking up the chart, because all it is a stop loss, the entry price, and the take profit. And the reason I have a tendency to not mark up my chart is because every night I go through grand mal seizures. And these seizures are so severe, it wipes out my memory. So every morning I have no idea who I am, where I am, or what I need to do. And it takes me about 4 to 6 hours, depending on the night seizures, to actually be able to know who I am. I've got a list in an old cell phone I have that has over 900 items on it just to get out of my bedroom. Every single morning, I have it set so it goes off and it says read memo. And then I have them in the memo is those 900 items of getting up, combing my hair, brushing my teeth, getting clothes on. You know, simple things people don't think about, they just do. Well, actually I have to tell myself to do it because I don't have any memory of it. That's why my charts are not marked up. I get overwhelmed when I have to relearn to remark up one trade, one chart every single day. So I figured out a way to trade in a daytime chart, making it so that I don't have to worry about marking up my chart because I can see how the trend is going. For instance, sitting on the trade, I can actually put my cursor, because when you trade right, but you look left. Looking left will tell you the trend as well as the whole clear picture of this specific trade. So you put your cursor on where it's sitting, and then you take it left until you have this the same type and the same pattern that the trade is going through. And it is right about here. As you can see, it's going to pop up and it's putting at 6.68001, and it is in this right here, right in here. So as you can see, it is a possibility for it to turn around and go over my entry price, come back down, test the resistance, it stays in the entry price, and then it goes into profit. It can start there, or it can start right here, where it goes over my entry price, comes down, tests and retests, tests again, head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders, as well as it tests 3 times before it turns and goes the opposite direction, or it breaks through. And the breakthrough's not that large. It really isn't that hard. And it looks to me like sometime real soon it's going to turn around and go exactly where we want it to go. And it's going to go into profit. It's going to come back down a little bit, but then it's going to go right back up into profit. It does that a couple of times. Then it hits my take profit. Then it does it, because trades will always repeat themselves. The pattern that they have, the trend that they have, will always repeat themselves. Keep that in mind. And that is how you tell what a trade is going to do on a day time chart. Now, let me show you something. Going back into the minute time chart, what can you see here? There's not a lot to see. And we're about to close for the next 48 hours at 5 p.m. Eastern. The market closes until Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern. So there's not a lot that can be done. Going into the 5-minute time chart, there's a little movement, and I can see a little bit, and it's got my attention. But once again, where are you putting your stop loss or your take profit or even your entry price? If you don't have your chart marked up and you don't have the experience of trading or any of that, it's extremely risky to trade in the smaller time charts. The 15-minute time chart, once again, what can you see here? There's not a lot that can be seen. So one moment, going into the 30-minute time chart, once again, it goes back to November 2nd of this year. There's not a lot of time here. Not a lot of time at all. That's why trading in a 30-minute or less time chart is extremely risky. If you haven't been trading for a while, over 90 days, you haven't marked up your charts, you haven't set up the indicators, I wouldn't advise to trade here because it's extremely risky and chances of losing are extremely high. Going into the hour time chart, there's a lot more information, and it goes back to September of this year. Still not enough time to get a clean, clear picture of the trend that this trade's been doing. Going into the 4-hour time chart, obviously you can see quite a bit. Keep in mind that this is only 4 hours, and it goes back to January 17th of this year, which is close to a year. Not quite, but close. And you can see what's been going on the trade. And believe me, it wasn't too long ago, maybe 3 months, that I stopped in the 4-hour time chart because I thought I was doing just fine. And then it dawned on me, I wasn't seeing the full, clear picture of this trade. That's why I went into the day time chart. And as you can see, while we've been talking, it has dropped a little bit, but there's nothing to be concerned about. We can do it. Even during the holidays, when most traders do not trade during the months of November, December, and sometimes January. Keep in mind that if you haven't done at least 90 days of a demo, please, please don't get into a trade during this season, because chances of winning to losing are minimal. You're about to lose everything you have. So I'd advise you, please do a demo. Stay in a demo. Keep your lot size low. keep your risk to profit minimal. That way you don't lose a lot and you don't have to worry about your trade. Now, after saying all that, during this time, we've just dropped to $15.96 negative towards my stop loss. And I'm not worried at all because I can see what this trade's going to do, even during this time of year when most traders do not trade. And if you are comfortable with trading in the smaller time charts, and you've got the experience, and you've marked up the charts, and you've done your homework, you've done the demo, by all means, have fun and enjoy it. Because when you're trading, you need 3 things: patience, consistency, and no emotion. Absolutely none. Don't put what you're losing as an emotion to it, because it's going to turn around. You just need to give it the time to do so. And as I showed you, this pattern, the trend on this trade is definitely going to turn around and go into profit. It's just a matter of time and patience. So I have been asked, where do I get my signals? Well, my signals come from 5 areas. One would be Stevenson Lindor and I'm forgetting his name. See, it happens. Well, they're both educators with iMarkets Live. And to get access to them, Warren Wright, to get access to them, you need to be a part of iMarkets Live. The next area is Christopher Terry. So I gave you 2 right there. The third is Christopher Terry, who is the CEO of iMarkets Live and has over 25 years of trading experience and profit. So he would be a good one to pay attention to because he's not going to lead you wrong. The 4th area is Tracy Walker, who happens to be my sponsor in iMarkets Live, and she runs summits as well as webinars that will teach you how to do the basics. Find your entry price, find your stop loss, find your take profit, mark up your charts, and run it with success. And the final area is Swipe Trades. Now, Swipe Trades is an app that goes on your smartphone, so you can do it at anywhere you are. You don't have to be stuck in front of a computer. And isn't that great feeling? But to get access to Swipe Trades, and in fact, to get access to all 5 of these, you need to be a part of iMarkets Live. Otherwise, chances of getting access to them are minimal. So, having said that, I'm going to stop my screen share and see if there are any questions. Now, I gave you time to write down your questions if you have them. If you don't, it's okay. Going once, going twice, and gone. And thank you for joining me once again, and I'll see everyone tomorrow, Saturday, to do some training while the market's closed. Have a fantastic weekend. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.